When your lower back gives out, it rarely means you've contracted a mysterious illness. Instead, almost every single time, you are feeling the predictable, mechanical collapse of a highly specific physical structure. That structure is the functional segmental unit, or FSU. It serves as the foundational building block of the human spine. In a healthy spine, these parts form a perfectly balanced hydraulic suspension system. The giant anterior disc acts as your primary shock absorber, carrying 80% of your body weight. The two tiny rear facet joints merely guide movement, carrying a minimal 20% load. This 80-20 weight distribution is a brilliant evolutionary design. But it contains a structural vulnerability, making it highly susceptible to the constant pull of gravity. Every single day, the average human physically shrinks by 1 to 2 centimeters. It's a measurable process called diurnal variation. This height loss happens right inside the FSU. The inner core of your spinal disc, the nucleus pulposus, is a water-binding gel. As you stand, walk, and sit, your body weight slowly squeezes that fluid out over the day. When you sleep, the pressure comes off and the disc acts like a sponge, reabsorbing water to plump back up. But as we age and accumulate microscopic damage, that tissue permanently degrades, losing its ability to pull the fluid back in overnight. Without that critical hydration, the intervertebral disc permanently flattens and loses its total height. Losing a few millimeters of height might sound harmless, but inside the tight confines of the spine, this flattening totally destabilizes the mathematical balance of your suspension system. As the front disc deflates, the spine's center of gravity begins to drift. The body's load has to go somewhere, and it starts a steady migration toward the back. Those delicate rear facet joints, which were only built to handle 20% of your weight, are suddenly crushed under up to 70% of your total axial load. Medical professionals refer to this exact mechanical transfer of weight as the degenerative shift. Since clinicians can't see inside without an MRI, therapists use movement to reverse engineer this shift. By making you bend, they deduce exactly which joint is failing based on when it hurts. The specific direction that triggers it acts as a precise diagnostic map, proving exactly which half is collapsing under pressure. Eventually, the pressure on that front disc can exceed the structural limits of its outer wall, leading to a catastrophic mechanical blowout. That pain is expanding out into the limbs or retreating toward the spine is the most reliable metric you can use to track the progress of your own recovery. Mechanical pain is common, and most of it can be managed, but the true danger emerges when structural failure threatens the spinal cord itself. Most back pain operates on predictable physical principles. By tracing the load of the functional segmental unit and the direction of the degenerative shift, you can identify exactly which structures are failing and take specific, informed steps to reclaim your structural health.